Alright guys, so with the release of our new super epic Capsaicin Cookie, I'm going to be sharing with you guys today a new standard team that is probably going to be used for a lot of different players. And it is going to be this right over here with Capsaicin as well as Hollyberry, Moonlight, Stardust as well as Pure Vanilla. One bad thing now here is that there is no epic cookie in this team, right? As you guys can see, it is consisted of 2 ancients, 1 legendary, and 2 super epics. All right, so Werewolf has finally been pushed out of the kind of a quote-unquote meta, and Capsaicin is going to be replacing him for a new standard team that a lot of the rankers as well as a lot of the probably within around Master 2 and Master 1 are going to be using. But let's talk about the toppings real quick, and then I'm going to talk about how Capsaicin is so good and why he is going to be used inside of the arena compared to someone like Werewolf right now if you guys do have him. First of all, Hollyberry is using 5 of the Swift Chocolate. You can see that the topping has changed a little bit. I've actually taken out toppings from Sherbet and added onto Hollyberry to increase the cooldown all the way up to around 20%. All right, the higher the cooldown, the better it's going to be, just like I've said in a lot of my videos. But if you guys can't, 15 to 16% still works out pretty well, guys, in order to protect your cookies, of course, and you do want to focus on damage resist. Next one is going to be Capsaicin. Capsaicin is a little bit still, I would say, in the testing phase of the toppings. Some people are using full Swift Chocolate, some people are using like full raspberry, and some people like me are going to be using something like this where you're going to be able to use 3 solid almond as well as 1 singing raspberry and 1 juicy apple jelly, kind of a mixture build here in order to increase the attack as well as crit percentage and also the damage resist. My toppings are pretty good, so you can see that the damage resist is already at 40% even with the mixture build here, and attack is 15 and crit is 11.8, and no cooldown is going to be on Capsaicin. However, if you guys are using full on solid almond, I would highly recommend you guys to, of course, increase your attack, crit, and cooldown if you guys can with your substats, and focus on the damage resist. However, you guys can see this is going to be a little bit of a mixture build, and you can see Capsaicin do a ton of damage even with the mixture build like this, and even with the solid almond build if you guys do choose to go with that. But let's go into the next one. Stardust is using 5 of the juicy apple jelly. A lot of people are asking, hey HyRool, why are we going with 5 juicy apple jelly rather than something like Syrian raspberry as well as the Swift Chocolate? It's because of the fact that Stardust is able to go and put the enemies to sleep if he is able to crit with his ability. That's the reason why we are going with the full juicy apple jelly and increasing the crit percentage, of course the damage resist, and around 8 to 9% cooldown. The optimal, all right, the best topping is going to be around 9%, but you can see mine is not 9%. You can still go with the lower cooldown than this and it still work out, but against the 9% is going to be pretty hard, but not everyone's going to have it either. So that's the reason why we're going with the juicy apple jelly once again, guys. With the whistle, it's around almost 70 to 80% crit percentage to use the skill and put them to sleep. And the next one is going to be our Moonlight. Moonlight is, of course, using 5 of the Swift Chocolate here. Damage resist as well as 20 to 22% cooldown. It's around the optimal percentage. And last one is going to be our Pure Vanilla. Pure Vanilla has switched a little bit as well, just because I had to switch around to test around in the Dragon build for the prune juice. But here we go, guys. 3 of the Swift Chocolate, 2 solid almond, around 30% damage resist, and around 15 to 17% cooldown is where you guys would like to have it. All right, and the treasures are going to be interchangeable here, but the standard one I would say is right now the whistle as well as the jelly watch, and the scroll. The epic scroll is back in order to increase the consistent damage from Capsaicin as well as the nuking power of our cookies and also Pure Vanilla's heal. So let's go into the arena now, guys, and let me show you guys how this team works out, and to also talk about why Capsaicin is so good inside of the arena. All right, guys, so here we go. This team has carried me all the way up to top 500 within the Pure Vanilla server, and you can see this is going to be the double tank, double DPS, as well as a healer here. They are using the feather, but here we go, guys. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so while we're looking at the arena battle, let's talk about why Capsaicin is a good cookie for the arena. All right, although he does not have the nuking ability, just like how someone like Stardust as well as Moonlight might have, but Capsaicin has very consistent damage, which is going to be from the burning, as well as one ability that is going to make him really, really good for clutching as well, and that is going to be the ability to be immortal when he gets, he's about to die. So when his HP drops all the way to 0%, all right, you're gonna be able to see that there's gonna be an immortality that is going to be activated for him, and it is going to actually make him invincible basically for 6 seconds. All right, so basically it is going to be a built-in insignia inside of Capsaicin, and when he's about to die, it's going to pop and allow him to stay alive for additional 6 seconds. And also on top of that, he's able to get healed. All right, so if he gets healed, then he comes back alive and he's going to be able to do everything that he just used to do, all right, without having the second immortality. All right, but he's going to be amazing because of that. And if you guys are using the feather, then instead of him proccing the feather and taking away that revive, Stardust or someone like Moonlight are able to take the feather revive instead and allow Capsaicin to be immortal, deal the extra damage, as well as cleanse himself after that immortality is over. So Capsaicin is really, really good. And you can see even at a 1-star promotion, because I got super, super unlucky with my gacha, he is, out damaging Werewolf, who is going to be 5-star ascension at the enemy team. So as a low promotion, I would say, Capsaicin is really, really good inside of the arena right now. All right, guys, so here we go. Another one here, double tank, double DPS, and a hidden one right here for the healer. But here we go. Let's go. Of course, this team is going to be more of a standard, which means that it is going to be able to beat a lot of the teams. But of course, just like how it is in the arena, it is not going to be the answer, and it's not going to be a 100% win rate either, guys. Just keep that in mind. The team and the enemy team right now has the Sherbet in the enemy team as well as BTS. But you can see right there, consistent damage. The burn is consistent. And then, our Moonlight as well as Stardust are able to burst down the enemies consistently as well with their, skill. And if they don't die, then they slowly get burned to death by Capsaicin. So really, really good. Really, really stable right now, I'll say. And even against a lot of variations, as long as your, I would say, toppings are optimal, it's going to be pretty darn good. All right, so Capsaicin is going to do decent damage as a charge cookie. All right, guys, and as you guys verse inside of the arena, there are going to still be a lot of Frost comps. You guys can still go up against Frost comp with this comp here if your toppings are pretty good and you guys are, kind of confident in the damage resist that your cookies have. Then you guys can put in the monocle instead of the epic scroll, and you guys are able to go and verse a Frost comp as well. So here we go. All right, guys, so here we go. You're going to be able to see that this is going to be a Frost comp with BTS as well as Pure Vanilla. Of course, BTS is going to decrease the amount of, burn damage that they're going to take, the amount of sleep that they're going to have, and things like that. But, against a Frost comp, we have the monocle. As long as we're able to get rid of the Frost Queen as soon as possible, all right, which is going to be our goal here, we should be able to win, all right? So the good thing about Capsaicin too is that Capsaicin's damage is going to go and target everybody, all right? So it's not just going to be the front line, but also going to be the middle as well as the back. You can see that Pure Vanilla is taking that burn damage as well, all right? And we were able to get rid of Frost Queen as well as Sherbet, and this should be an easy victory for the rest of this, right? Just need to get rid of Pure Vanilla now, and we should be able to win. All right, so Capsaicin, very, very consistent, very, very good. Someone was saying like, hey, Capsaicin needs kind of a, a damage buff. No, as a charge cookie, a tank, all right, a tank, he's actually really, really good, and he does really, really good damage as a frontline charge cookie. All right, guys, because of the fact that Capsaicin Cookie is going to have a built-in immortality, he's also going to be really, really good against a one-shot comp here because of the fact that he won't be taking the feather revive and allow someone like even Hollyberry or Moonlight or even Stardust to take the feather revive instead. So here we go, guys. Let's go into it with this comp instead of the monocle as well as the scroll. We're going to use the feather instead now and versus the one-shot comp. And here we go, guys. You're going to be able to see. This one is going to be brute. So there's going to be a little bit of stun happening here. But Pure Vanilla is going to go and, heal, shield. And then our Hollyberry did revive. All right. But you can see that the immortality popped onto Capsaicin, allowing him to survive the entire, skill of the enemy and get healed by Pure Vanilla as well, allowing him to get, pretty much all the way up to a max HP once again. and the rest is just easy cleanup. They don't have the jelly launch to use their skills a lot faster than us. So here we go. We did lose Moonlight, but Moonlight did use her skill one time before she died. So rest of them guys, just easy victory afterwards. All right guys, so again, it is kind of sad to see that a quote-unquote standard team is going to be consisted of super epic, ancients, and legendaries rather than having an epic in there now. But compared to someone like Werewolf, who needs to have magic candy as well as pretty good ascension to be really good inside of the arena, having a 1-star or even low promotion Capsaicin is able to go and replace Werewolf Cookie. So if you guys have the ability to do so and you guys were deciding, hey, should I invest in Werewolf or should I invest in Capsaicin? Capsaicin is probably going to be a better option now, just because of the fact that Werewolf is not going to be the standard DPS for the Living Abyss anymore. So it's just going to be better to go and invest your resources onto Capsaicin. But once again, guys, the importance is knowing the enemy and being able to, change out and switch around the treasures to work in your favor. But I hope you guys found the video helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I'll be updating you guys with the Cookie Alliance as well as other builds as soon as it pops up. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.